conversation. Hey, yo, let's chop it up, man. Hey, yo, let's have a conversation. Hey, yo, may I interject? It's about time for communal reconnect. Power of the we in some type of context. Working on the us so we can hit up what's next. It's that grown brother, grown sister type of flex. More like soul check, not just collecting checks. Fact, not feelings is what we got on deck. Take the high road, so this here is high tech. Getting to the real, very thing that we hitting on. Pull up or sit down, tell me what you sipping on. Reclaiming kinghood, that is what we getting on. Real headlines is what we spitting on. So, hey now, yo, let's have a conversation. Maybe take a sec to talk on what we facing. Only way to change it.
At the beginning of this live stream, I talked about how when we show up to defend, we show up. I'm talking about, when I say we, I'm talking about black men. I wish we show up. Hold on a second. We show up unprepared to make the argument. What's up, V-Man?
Oh, you hitting on it good right now. I'm with you. You ain't by yourself in this thought process. I say it all the time. We're not prepared to compete. We want to fight each other on some emotional shit, but we don't want to compete. So we don't compare, we don't care collectively about our black male image.
No. And I'm about to show. This is you guys in the chat, you got V-Band, everybody. I'm about to show a clip, and we're going to take some time on this clip. I'm about to show a clip where one woman destroys 3 black men about a subject that these men just should have said, you're right. This was absolutely humiliating. I was embarrassed to watch this. Now, I might be overly pumping this up, so this is why we share this information out here, because my assessment of shit might be wrong. But I'm telling you, I was effing embarrassed watching these 3 men get straight up Ginsu knifed by this woman. And this woman was trying her damnness to let these men know how you are being perceived. And she's saying, you guys are too weak to fight.
Talk to the people.
And so I'm going to get to it because maybe I'm wrong, but to me, and this is a woman I disagree with. I've been on this show. I've been on this panel. I've gone rounds with these sisters on these panels. This is how I can tell these guys that when you show up on panels with these sisters behaviorally are out of order, but they're smart. And it's a really dangerous thing when you got a real smart woman who know how to articulate, who know how to prove her point, and then she's dead wrong in the process. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like I said to Mona in the chat. Women fight to win the argument.
There you go. At all costs.
Fight to be correct.
And but this woman, not only is she correct, she won the argument, which you know what's gonna do? It's gonna make other issues. It's gonna give her the impression that he's the authority on other issues because she sat here and she dog walked 3 supposedly smart dudes.
Let it run.
She dog walked their ass. And let me tell you something. There are other women on the panel. I want you to see what the other women said on the panel. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, bring it.
I want you to see what the other women said. on the panel. Here we go.
Indeed, brother. What you got, bro? Question, comment, or smoke? Comment. All right. So when it was to Dana's point about there always being hoeing, and I'm gonna guess she's right in a sense, but I think what has absolutely changed, we have hit like a fever pitch with society's acceptance of it. Because remember, they had to remove shame for it to get this bad. That's really how we fed into the degeneracy in the first place. So what we used to have was, like, most of us, if we really want to be honest, our life trajectory happened because of like a shotgun wedding. So yeah, people have been having sex since time immemorial, but somebody was gonna hold that man to task. You got my daughter pregnant, little nigga. You gonna marry? Like, you see what I'm saying? That used to be how it went down. You used to do dishonorable things and then get held to honor. Now we don't get held to honor. You know, you just have a baby out of wedlock. It just is what it is. So that is a part of the degeneracy. So it was happening at a much lower rate, only because people were far more afraid of fear. Like, I mean, fear of the shame that came from society, but it's just a total acceptance of it now that it's changed. So it's absolutely worse. That's what I just wanted to say. Where, yeah, people have been having sex since we realized we had dicks and y'all have vaginas, but somebody used to hold you to a much higher standard of what happens after the sex happens. And that's no longer present at all.
Hey, you pause that for a minute.
No, Mike, just to clarify,
Yeah.
See, I hate this somebody thing. We need to start calling out who that somebody he's talking about was. It was our punk ass daddies who dropped the ball. Let's call it out and be honest about it. They dropped the ball. And that's why the shotgun winners or the shaming is going away, because those men bowed the knee, they bended the knee to their daughters and to their wives. Prior to the 70s, and the 70s rolled in, and now we got what we got.
Yep.
But we got to start being honest and stop using this vague language of somebody and a lot, and we use these vague terminology.
In the day, they took us out of the home, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk intelligently. Enough time has gone by, the data is in for us to say this is what happened. And these group of men, see, I don't blame the women. Women got problems, yeah. But we allowed it. We allowed it. Because our dads, the silent generations, our grandfathers, and the baby boomer fathers, they were punks. And I know a lot of people romanticize those men, but the truth is they were punks and they dropped the ball.
Yep, absolutely. Period. All right, let's get back to this. I want to get to to Ro. Yeah.
My daughter or whatever. You got to talk to me first. And so why did the fathers stop? Why did the fathers stop? And I'm saying that on purpose. Why did the fathers stop doing that? I don't want to hear about the women.
The one thing that I can say, if we all have our opinions about this, the one thing I can say is that we gave unilateral power and influence of the children to the woman. That's all I can say. I'm not blaming it on women. What I'm saying is that the person with control over the children is effectually going to control that process. So when we're saying that fathers didn't, if fathers had control of the children, meaning where they went to school, what they eat, where they live, and if they live primarily with fathers, we wouldn't have this problem at large.
Why did they give up control though? They gave up control.
That's not fair. They didn't give up control.
You said it though.
Women get custody. That's what I mean. Women get custody.
That's not what you said, though. I'm going off what you said. So they gave up control.
So women get custody of children. Women get custody of children a majority of time.
All right. Shout out to real quick. Shout out to Eric Jordan. I did not forget about your super chat. Shout out for the $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. RB here, aka acknowledge me. Salute, brother. Okay, right off top.
Acknowledge me.
All right. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I got that in before we get to cooking on this. All right. Thanks, Eric Jordan. Appreciate you.
So the father doesn't have a say? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Like, so think about it this way. I was on the show last Friday, and the host was just giving, because she has a good co-parenting situation, she was giving just all these random generalizations. I was happy when my baby daddy got married. I was happy when he found a new woman. And that's not the average everyday situation. What we keep forgetting is that divorce is chaotic. It's turmoil. You took two people that used to love each other, now put them at odds with one another over space, control, who gets the house, who gets the car. You see what I'm saying? So it's supposed to be a civil thing, or in logically speaking, well, we got to do what we got to do for the children. But men will tell you that this woman, there are serious periods where she starts acting up, most notably when he gets a new woman. Now she wants to exert control in one kind of way. He gets a new job. She wants control over that and wants to increase child support. It's a tumultuous situation. So I would love for everybody to have a 100% amicable co-parenting situation, but let the men tell you that's not the way they baby.
Okay. All of this sounds good and dandy. He's sitting up here making this case. I don't know if you guys are noticing. Watch the women. Now, everything this brother should be saying should be a trigger for the ladies. Look at the ladies. Ain't nobody interrupting. Ain't nobody saying it. They're letting them talk. This is not because these ladies are being shut down by Trigger Mike. And I love me some Trigger Mike. I'm just saying these ladies on this particular channel, they're good at the art of debate. Good at winning the argument. They can teach a master class in this to a degree. Except when they come to me, I went up there and ate them up. But this is me.
Your mamas get down.
Well, bro, I think that
to the
comes with
person
experience too, and I think sometimes
what you say? Start over. Hey, Reban, start over. It was playing. What'd you say?
I think that comes with experience with what you just said.
What comes with experience?
Just experience in life and dealing with women. I think a lot of times these guys jump up on these panels and their lack of experience in dealing with women shows.
There you go.
It shows, because I what you said is what I was thinking. I don't have that problem.
Yeah,
I don't have that problem when I get on panels with women.
When I went up there and I debated these ladies, I was anticipating what they said and would cut them off before they even had
heard it 1,000 times
before they even had an opportunity to say it. And I'd be like, or when they try to pigeonhole me into something, I'm like, lady, I know what you're doing, and then I'll explain to them what they're trying to do. This is what you're trying to do.
Thing.
And I'm not gonna, and that's not where we're going, because you're trying to do this. I said to try to, yeah. But let me get back to it, because it gets good. It gets real good. But this brother,
and do not know breaking it up so you don't get no content strike too, by the way.
Oh no, no, they're not gonna content strike me. Hamp gave me this.
Well, you know how it goes, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just conditioned that way anyway, you know.
Yeah, I know. This brother and the brother that just came up on the screen, they have no idea that they're being set up.
Nope. We saw Kevin Samuels do this every night to the women, so they learned from him.
This dude is now, what he's saying is cool, but he think he's rocking and rolling because the ladies ain't saying nothing. But start looking at their faces. This brother Trigger Mike, I love Trigger Mike. That's my dog. He's married and has no idea that he's about to walk into a buzzsaw.
How old is he?
Trigger Mike, he's got to be 40.
So he's a millennial. How long has he been married?
I don't know. He's been married for a minute, I think. Yeah,
so I've been experience may only be with that one woman.
I don't know, but he should know that he get, when I'm talking to my lady or a lady and that motherfucker too quiet and she ain't responding, my alarm bell start going, okay, what the fuck's going on here? My alarm bell start going off. These brothers, they just think they cooking. Go ahead. All right, let me get going.
Well, that's why in sales we say ABC, always be closing. So you always want to put out little closes in an argument to see where they at. You don't want them to be quiet.
Yeah. All right, let's see what they got to say.
Right.
Absolutely.
It goes back to the
Absolutely.
woman you chose, and
Absolutely.
ultimately, the excuse of if I get a woman, then I don't have control, or don't have say so, or I don't do this because I have a new woman. You, as the father, you have rights. You have, and I've said this before on here. You all use that as an excuse because she has put herself in a role that you all unjustly gave her.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
I don't think y'all fucking heard her. Hold on a second. I'm a rewind. I'm a rewind that just a little bit. This brother got punched in the damn face and don't even realize it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna rewind it back just a little bit. She got him. Hold on.
You all use that as an excuse because.
Hold on. Let me go back right here.
If I get a woman, then I don't have control, or I have.
Hold on a second. The rewind ain't
Situation,
going
but let the men tell you that's not the way their baby mamas get down.
Well, go back to the person, to the woman you chose, right?
Absolutely.
It goes back to the woman you chose, and
see, hey guys, hey V-Ben.
Yes, sir.
You hear he's going. She goes. It goes back to the woman y'all chose. This. Hold on a second.
I have a disease. I'm allergic to stupid shit.
So this motherfucker. I love me some Mike, and I'm not calling you a motherfucker, Mike. I'm just talking shit. This girl goes. So this goes back to the woman you chose. And Mike, everything she done plucked his ever-loving, she on my side, this feels good strings. And he go, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Yo, absolutely. Right. Oh, he think he got an ally. But unfortunately, he being stupid. And TJ,
I have a disease. I'm allergic to stupid shit.
She hit him with the rope-a-dope.
Ooh, watch shit. She for the look. I this shit. I gotta. Okay, come on. I'm trying to, because this is brutal, and he don't even know how brutal this shit is. Hold on a second, because she hit him with a Mike Tyson haymaker, and she never stopped.
Ultimately, the excuse of if I get a woman, then I don't have control, or I don't have say so, or I don't do this because I have a new woman. You, as the father, you have rights. You have, and I've said this before on here. You all use that as an excuse.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
She said you use it as an excuse. That's a fucking gut punch, and he too silly to understand what she's saying. Hold on, let me keep going. Let me keep going. Go ahead, Ro. Hold on. I gotta give it to her. She gave it to him. Hold on.
And this is what you were saying earlier. We're not prepared. So he wasn't prepared to counteract this. And I'm not against the guy. I don't know the guy personally as you do. Hopefully he hears our critique and he learns what we're trying to say.
Shit gets Trigger Mike is normal. Trigger Mike is normally on his shit, but he was not today. He got his ass whooped. Not only him, but the guy next, and there's going to be another guy that come up.
Yeah. So what he should have said, right? To
hold on a second, VBN.
Before you let him play any further.
Yeah, the guy in the upper corner. This is his show. He doesn't even look. This shit was so bad, the host wouldn't even come to the brother's rescue.
Damn.
Now, it's bad when the host go, you know what? I'm going to let y'all go ahead and hang with this shit. I don't want
your audience may be wondering what we're hearing. They may not be where we are. So that's why I'm trying to offer what I would have said in response so far. That y'all shit I would have shut down. Because first of all, they like to try to blame modern men for what their granddaddies and fathers did. It wasn't us, it was them.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been the first. I would have corrected her on that.
All right, let's go. I want to get to this. Is ridiculous
because she has put herself in a role that you all unjustly gave her. You gave her that control because you have equal rights to your children. And so whether or not you're going to make the opportunity for you to go out and fight for your 50-50 or whatever it is, that is on you.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
As the father. And that's me being raised. That's me being raised by a single father.
But I will say this, your situation obviously is not common. He did not give up control. The system gave him control.
Blame it on the rain.
Remember,
here comes the man blame. Here come. Oh my God, she gut punched him. He knows she gut punched him. She is factually correct, and the brother brain short circuited.
For this same system,
no. I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this again because it's not that the system gave him control.
I mean, gave her control.
However, it happened, and he was able to exert his control, his power as the man, to be in a role where he had his children. That was a decision. So
I said what I said.
So it's not
Wait,
about.
I'm sorry, I'm lost. Are you saying that
lost. Let me
a
catch
man
you up.
can?
Let me catch you up.
Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! She's like, let me catch you up.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
She said, let me catch you up. Oh shit! She said, let me catch you up.
And this is what I was speaking about.
Hold on a second, bro.
Prepared.
Hold on a second.
They don't know what they talking about.
She was like, this is what she was like. She was like, we are up and we want the smoke. She was ready. Let me catch you up. My damn.
See, I could come to an agreement with this sister in this argument. Couple little corrections, little tweaks, and she'd be on point. Because I'm agreeing with her with most of what she said.
Hold on, any rational human being be agreeing with what she was saying. I said at the beginning of this clip, this conversation would have been over with if brothers just would have said, you know, y'all right. But no, she would have showed them what she is. Messy Michonne, what is she?
I'm a black woman.
Shout out to Messy Michonne.
Shout out to Messy Michonne.
But he tried to tell you. I'm gonna tell you. You ain't gonna tell me. That's what he tried to do.
That's what she do. That's what he doing.
That's what he doing.
Okay, she for to catch him up. Now I'm telling you, I said at the beginning, she for to cook all three of these brothers. So she cooking him first. This woman eating well right now. This is her appetizer.
Boy, this is appetizer. This is all you could eat salad and breadsticks and Olive Garden right now.
My goodness. Hold on a second.
Let me catch you up. However he got custody of us, his children, he exerted his man control of being the father.
And then you're saying that men that don't have custody of their kids don't fight to have it? Is that
I'm not saying they do or they don't, but they're using the excuse of the woman that they were with can play this and do that, and they don't have any control to go to court and do whatever. That's an excuse.
Hell no, to the no.
She got him. She's telling the truth. It's a effing excuse.
Well, it's not about control of going to court. The statistics say no matter what a man, what I'm saying is, no, in most states, especially it's state specific. Actually, it's not even unilateral across the U.S. It's state specific. We know mothers are going to get. Now, let me actually say
And listen to a single mom talk. Talkity talking.
Yep, that's what he doing. That's all he doing.
Talkity talking.
I've heard.
Do you not realize? Well, we realize that divorce and custody of children is a very terrible battle. We forget that men still have a responsibility and an urgency to want to protect the woman's reputation because of the children. I'm not gonna tear. Hold on. I'm not gonna tear her ass up in court and tell her what they did because I don't.
Blame it on the rain. I'm gonna say because she's gonna do it to you. And here's
she is gonna do it.
She's
to
gonna
me.
no. She's gonna do it to you.
Win.
And so therefore, you being the parent always has to come first. There should be.
She killing her.
She needs psychiatric help. Oh my God.
That's right, Mona. That's all you can say to this shit. Oh my God.
We'll play that again.
Man.
I love to see Mona's face.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry.
Be nothing that excuses any reason why you don't fight for your right and your children.
What is the argument?
Bang! Bang! It's good!
When men,
she said, there is no reason, there's no argument you can use not to fight for your children.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
There is no reason for you to sit around here and do and because she made it hard for you, then you're gonna do this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
We're not. There's no excuse to do that.
And
Am I right?
Yes. Right now is biblical.
Right.
The Bible tells us men, never give your power. Never give it up. Don't give it up to your brother, to your wife, to nobody.
Yeah, sister. I'm ask another sister. Sister, is she wrong? Is she right?
Absolutely. Oh my.
There you go.
say the woman, because you get a new girlfriend, she can do this and she has control and this and that. That's the control that you give her.
Got it. Is it in reality?
A judge literally gives that.
Is it assumptive? Is it assumptive in the courts that the women get the children?
It is not an assumption. What it is as I said before, when you go to court, let's just say it's a custody. If me and Trigger Mike, we divorce and he don't show up to court, or he does not say, I want 50-50 custody, he don't get it.
Boom. Boom.
If he don't.
Boom. She's speaking all facts here. All facts. All facts. And you know what these guys are sounding? They sounding like their argument ain't nothing but a bunch of stupid shit. And everybody knows that I have a severe allergy to what?
I have a disease. I'm allergic to stupid shit.
Show up because of whatever reason, he doesn't get it. He doesn't have an opportunity to say, I want custody of my kids.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Right on. She's telling the truth and she's proving the point. Every time Trigger Mike opens his mouth and defends it, defend not fighting for your children, she's making the point that black men are too fucking weak to fight.
Well, here's the thing. Black men need to start fighting before court. You need to make sure your shit is together before you go to court. That's why a lot of times they don't go, because they know their shit ain't together.
It's better you to show up and be unprepared than not to show up at all. But the Trigger Mike is coming across like what, Jesse Lee Peterson? What is he coming across like?
It's amazing. Beta!
Yeah.
Beta!
What? Beta.
Yeah, but see, again, this is a guy who's never been to court. He don't know what he's talking about right now.
We can't say he's never been to court. We can't say
I
that.
doubt
We don't know. All right, let's keep going.
I mean, there's a thing called assessment. And when you've done something hundreds of times yourself and you run across somebody who's never done it, it becomes very obvious. And a lot of these guys in the manosphere, they just talk.
Yep.
They
All right,
don't
let me
know
get
what
back
they're
to
talking
it.
about. And when they run into somebody like this girl who obviously knows what she's talking about, they don't know how to handle her.
Right.
She's in a different weight class.
Yeah, let's get to it. I'm not a long streamer, so I'm getting close to my end, but I want to
get long strokey.
Yeah.
If you using the fact that, oh, I don't want to tear her down in court, but the fact of the matter is, if she's not a good mother, why are you not fighting for your kids?
You added a
woman.
She roaring on her ass, on that ass. She letting that know,
brother. Throw in the towel, nigga. Throw in the towel.
She know.
I'm a black woman.
Letting everybody know that she's a
black woman.
Damn, she killing me.
My goodness, man, this is kind of like.
It's like that Bugs Bunny clip. Remember the Bugs Bunny clip when he was in the pot, the Indian was cutting up the carrots? Bugs said, what we having for dinner smells good? Rabbit stew, motherfucker.
That's what she Reban, she heard. That's all she heard.
Shit.
Boy, she about to fight, boy. Her Rocky theme music, man. She about
the Rocky is playing. They telling him, don't get up. Don't get up.
Don't get up. Don't get up. He's straight up doing it. He just, I mean, she is amped up. She all the way.
And we want the smoke.
She, man, look. Hey,
she is
hey,
whooping
Reban.
him like Kunta
Hey,
Kinte
Reban.
right now. Say my name.
Reban, in the last few minutes, what has the other women said in the last few minutes?
Nothing.
When have you known? You see how many women up on that screen? 1, 2, 3, 4.
They
5.
probably amazed like we amazed.
There are 5 women on that screen.
I mean, if I was
And
on
not-
a panel with you and you
and
was
not
cooking
one of them-
somebody like this, I wouldn't say shit either.
Them 5 women, normally women dogpile, but ass whooping that this dude is taking is so bad that the women like, shit, I don't need to go get no licks in. Shit, this
Right,
is
like ain't nothing for me to say.
They
She is
showing
thoroughly whooping that ass.
these sisters are showing this brother. Look, she just on the one. We haven't gotten to the other 2 brothers yet.
Shit.
This is when I tell you this was
popcorn for this shit.
When I tell you that this shit was fucking amazing and disheartening and all at the fucking same time, I ain't never seen a woman whoop somebody up. It'd be one thing if she just whooped his ass.
I'm glad you called me up because I don't know how many other brothers could appreciate it the way we both appreciate this right now.
This woman, and I'm so sad because doing this stream is going to just give fuel fire to women who use it inappropriately. This woman is appropriately holding, and this, let me tell you something, to sit there to say that black women can't hold their men accountable, that's some bullshit. This is accountability at its finest coming from a woman. And let me point out something else. She ain't nowhere near being disrespectful.
Oh, I was thinking that too.
She ain't being
raised her voice.
She ain't being disrespectful. She ain't doing no sign language. She ain't showing no insults. No none of that.
Oh, this is thorough.
No insults. No side blows. You know what you call those sneak attack blows? None of that. No passive aggressive. This shit, what she doing is right between the eyes. This some lethal shit right here. What she doing?
Her jab is nice.
No, there's no layers. It's
now,
the bottom line is
what I will say. Hold on. What I will say is that is not even. We're not even talking about the norm. The norm is most of these situations are settled out of court, and most men do have joint custody of their children.
Well, you just said,
hold on.
No. I'm not gonna let you do that because you do that.
Can I explain myself?
No,
the outliers are what we're talking about.
When you came on here, you stated that a woman dictates certain movements with the children. Okay,
Yes.
you said that. Then
They have physical custody of the children.
No, then you went on to say that they do that because all of a sudden it has to do something with the fact that he's with a new woman. The reality is you gave her that control because you did not make decisions to get and be in control of your children.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
You are not in control of her. If she's acting out or she's not raising your kids, then you need to go to court and be what you're in control over.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
So let me ask you, the process that you were just talking about, that if the courts give her physical custody, we have joint legal custody, but she has physical custody because they got to go to one school, right? So if she has physical custody, I get to dictate as a man what goes on in her house, and the woman can't say shit. And if she does, I should go to the free court and get the free lawyer to go get my children. That's what you're saying?
No, what I'm telling you is you need
Trigger Mike, I wish I was on this panel with you because I would have begged you to just stop. She is correct. I don't know why you having a hard time given the fact that saying to this whole conversation would be over if you just say, you know what, Ro, you right. As a man, men should not be giving up so easily on their children. But why? This is perpetual victimhood. This is the shit we blame our women for. Well, the court's this and the court's that. She is making the thorough case that it doesn't matter. That it doesn't matter.
To use your right and your control over your movement with your children and make that decision.
Right. So how much is that supposed to cost the average man to do that?
You're going too far deep.
You're killing me. Wait. Hold on a second. So
because all this shit is supposedly free.
Where did this?
So here we go. How much this is supposed to cost the man? Look.
But these last $2.
It's supposed to cost what it takes. That's what it's supposed to do.
Argument come from? What were we trying to prove or disprove in the first place?
I'm trying to prove the fact that blame the mother or the woman because of a single parent, because they divorced over the fact of how children move and how you rear children. That is an excuse.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
It started off with why do the men leave the household? And then we went down the hugest rabbit hole ever.
I mean, so Ro, your sentiment is these numbers are the numbers because men aren't fighting.
Yes. So just like he gave the example,
yes, I can't. Y'all talked about it till we blew in the face. We wasn't even talking.
Yes.
Right.
If it's the reason, if that's the reason why, I guess women are sexual liberation is out there because of the fact that there's not a man to hold them accountable and say, no, you can't impregnate my child. You got to marry her. That's an excuse. Excuse.
And you're saying because men should be around their children, and they can if they fight for it.
Yes.
Do you believe that now men should have custody, meaning they should have preferential custody of their children? Do you believe that, Ro?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah. So, let me, before you answer that question, it don't gotta be long. It don't gotta be long. It doesn't. It does not. Okay. The answers. So, do you agree with what Trigger Mike's saying? If the men were around, these daughters wouldn't be acting like how they are.
I agree with that because I said that.
So if you agree with that, then you also agree that children should largely be allocated to their fathers?
I believe that at a certain age they should, to be honest with you, yes.
Okay.
I believe it during their teenage years. I do believe that, yes.
Okay. Caesar's Palace with the $5. Statistics show that women win child custody rights at a staggering 90% of the time. Even though fathers play an important role, you can look this up. Double R Films with the $5. Ro, respectfully, you were given a lot of bad information on marriage, sex, and custody.
So I'm leaving the chat stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna let it roll. I'm leaving the super chat stuff up in there because you got nothing but men in the chat attacking this woman, and she's right. They're up in there attacking her, and she's right. They're paying money to make it known to her so she can see, so Hamp can read the fact that they disagree with the fact that she's right. This is some man just in his fucking ego right now. Tell me I'm wrong, BBN.
Against men.
It's a man in his feminine, man. He's, again, I've heard women, I mean, he sounds like the woman and she sounds like the man to me.
Right. Even the super chats. He's reading the super chats, and all these super chats from these dudes, they're jumping on her.
Because a lot of these millennials, they come into the manosphere, they hear some talking points, and they
I don't think it's just millennials, man. I think this is even guys that are in their 40s and their 50s. They talk like they don't do the work.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I mean, I'm just saying millennials because he is one, and they are in their 40s now. They're early 40s, but it's more characteristic of them and old Gen Xers, baby boomers, because that's who raised a lot of these millennials was baby boomers,
and they don't
they
show
sound
up.
Just like them,
and they don't show up to a fight. And this guy, Trigger Mike, his first argument, you jumped off in. His first argument was, so what is it supposed to cost me? And this is what I said. Hold on. This is what I said. It's supposed to cost you this.
But these last $2.
It's supposed to cost. So you're telling me there's a price tag for your child, for the safety, security, and development of your child. There's a dollar amount attached to that for you.
Well, we tell men all the time to protect yourself at all times. That starts before you meet the woman. You should have your shit together.
Even if you do, and the woman goes rogue, we already know. I'm kind of jumping ahead because she deals with the court system. I'm kind of jumping ahead a little bit. This woman she acknowledges to these guys. Well, let's just get to it. Well,
the courts don't work for men because we don't participate in the system.
There you go.
Now we want to complain that it ain't working for us.
Right. All right. Let's get going because I need to. I've been on too long. Hold on.
The Hamp Hay panel, Sister Rose. I'm not.
So this is guy number 2.
All right, get his ass, girl. Get him. I'm rooting for him.
I'm not trying to start no fights in here.
Yes, you are.
But I can tell you firsthand that what you are saying is just categorically inaccurate. And I am not an absent father. I don't have a parking ticket. I'm a veteran. And an involved father. And I have lost 4 pieces of property, 6 cars, and $125,000. Cash money. Fighting to stay in my children's lives. And I'm not the only one. In order for you,
talking.
The Minnesota Bar Association has to be wrong. The Illinois Bar Association has to be wrong. The California and Louisiana Bar Associations all are dealing with family court gender bias cases in class action lawsuits as we speak. That would mean this school bus full of people has to bow down to the anecdotal bootstrap logic of your father, who I give all praise to.
It's amazing. Beta!
Yes.
Beta!
I was that dude. I am
and called it anecdotal, but his shit was anecdotal.
He ain't even got, listen, he haven't even gotten to his story yet. He finna get into his story. Hold on.
That dude, I can sit here and tell you chapter and verse how to get around the bias, how to circumvent the bias, how to get in front of the bias before you hit it. But to say that it does not exist, sister, is disingenuous. And I just don't know where you're getting that from.
She never said that.
She never said it didn't exist.
She never said that. Good God.
I could tell you how to get around it, but to say it doesn't exist, that wasn't her argument.
Oh, Lord. This is what I'm hearing.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, man. I wasn't thinking about it. Man.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
This is like, what the fuck?
And that's why I can't stand talking to these dudes like this. They don't have enough experience.
I never said it didn't exist. You got to listen. And if you're going to respond, you got to listen to what I said. I never
Bang! It's good!
That the courts are biased between Black people, period. I never said anything about the fact that the court system is set.
Bro, my last question to you, I asked that to clarify.
What was your
Remember,
question?
I said you're saying if men fight, the numbers would not be so skewed. So if you're saying yes to that, then by nature of that, you're saying the court's not biased. It's just that men aren't fighting.
Not what she's saying. That's a false
I didn't. That does not mean that the courts are biased, Hamp. What I'm saying is, whatever you're doing, you need to fight for your children. And however that happens, it needs to happen where you are following the rules, showing up to court, doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I got to ask the lead attorney real quick. Lead, what do you think about her arguments?
They are amazing.
For your kids.
And that will get you an outcome separate than what most of us are getting. It seems like that's what you're implying. And what I am telling you is that on the day that my children were taken from me on a lie, I was there on time. I was dressed well. I am as articulate as I sit here now.
You're not.
I did not have a warrant. I didn't have a parking ticket. I did have a clean, dry, safe place for them to live. I was an active father with the principal at one of my children's school and with the counselor or the dean of students at the other. When my ex-wife lied and said that she thought that I was abusing my son. And my son was taken from me, and so was my daughter. And for 1 year, my kids lived around the corner from me, and it was illegal for me to speak to them. Me. They had rooms in my house. They had clothes in my house. I basically had to watch a ghost of my relationship over a lie. So for you to say this, sister, I'm not sure what state you're discussing. I'm not sure what time you're discussing. But again, there are 5 bar associations in 5 states overrun right now.
Go ahead, Reban.
So what are you doing about it, nigga? And this is what I always say to men who make this excuse. I done did too many damn live streams over the decades I've been doing this, telling men to protect themselves at all times and telling them how to do it. Put cameras in your house. Show the videos. So that way, if she went to court with a lie, you got video footage showing you interacting with your kids, and that shuts down that argument. You can't fight after the fact. You got to be prepared and be competitive. But we ain't doing it. So any of you men listening, if you ain't got a camera in your house, you're already losing. Single or married. You're already losing. Cameras are too damn cheap.
Here's my.
Y'all ain't learned nothing from Johnny Depp. Y'all ain't learned nothing from Travis Rudolph.
Here's my.
Jesus.
here's my my nod to the fellas. No one is saying, have you ever heard that? I hate to get all philosophical about this. I'm asking a general question. Are we aware of the Langston Hughes poem called Crystal Stair? Have you heard? You know what I'm talking about, V-Van?
Nah, break it down for me.
Okay, Langston Hughes has one of his most famous poems, and I'm gonna try to recite it. I really don't. I'm gonna try to recite it. If I mess it up, then I'm gonna say go look it up. Then I'll just paraphrase it. But the poem says it's a mother talking to her son, and it says, "Well, son, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had its tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up. I've gone places where there ain't been no light, dark, but all the time I've been reaching lands and turning corners. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair." Now, that was me. That's not the whole poem.
Paraphrase, right.
Yeah, that's the sequence of the poem. The meaning of that poem is, she says in the poem, now when you find it, she says, when you find it kind of hard and you find yourself in places where there ain't no light and it's dark, don't you fall now, don't you sit down now, because life for me ain't been no crystal stair. She's telling her son that this world is full of tatters, thumbtacks, sharp objects, and it's full of darkness at times. But don't you fall now, because life ain't no crystal stair. So this is what Roe is trying to tell these guys. Yes, the fucking system is rigged against you. Yes, we got some biased judges. These are men out here. By and large, these are men out here doing this shit to other men.
Yep.
These judges are other men doing this crap to men.
The lawmakers are men. Yep.
But don't you fall.
That's essentially my message and yours. We all saying the same thing.
So, okay, life ain't no crystal stair. So what? Yes, it has tacks in it, spinners and boards torn up. Yes, I've gone to places where there have been I've gone to rooms where there ain't been no light, been dark. But baby, let me tell you something. All the time, I've been reaching lands and turning corners.
I tell my kids all the time, life ain't fair and don't expect it to be.
If you go, everybody, even if I got to put this up later, go look up Langston Hughes' Life Ain't Been a Crystal Stair. Go look at. It's a short poem, but it's powerful. No, I think the name of the poem is called Mother to Son. It's called Mother to Son. Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Most powerful opening words that a mama can, fuck mama, daddy, anybody can say to their son. It's a statement of reality and fact. You need to understand that life ain't no crystal stair. It ain't shiny and clear and spot free. And so I understand the brothers who are going through that in the insurmountable odds it seems to be at times. But the sister said, well, son, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had its thorns in it and boards torn up. It's not. What has that got to do with you reaching lands and turning corners? When it comes to this very issue, and she's able to beat these guys up because this is one of the places where we are failing miserably as men is the fact that we take on the system, and as soon as the motherfucker slap us in the face, we turn around and run. As soon as our former broad that we laid up with and made a baby with punches us in the fucking face, we turn around and we run. This is why she says black men are too weak to fight.
As Americans, we've gotten soft. And this whole it ain't fair shit. We used to didn't talk like this. I grew up in the hood in Newark, New Jersey. And they told us, I remember in middle school, they told us, you got to be better than other people because it ain't going to be fair. Just to get what they get, you got to be 5 times better than them. I remember those conversations in school. These guys ain't taught to compete. They grew up in a world of participation trophies and timeouts. And somebody, mommy rubbing your head, and you're a champion, and you're the best, even when they fail. That's what this younger generation has come up with. And they learned it from the baby boomers.
Yeah. For me, I've hit my personal wall with being able to talk, but I've been able to illustrate through Trigger Mike, and we didn't get enough. Hold on a second. I'm gonna give 5 more minutes. Let me just
somebody look it up if I'm lying.
I just want to play it, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Hold on.
Yeah, and you're not lying, but again, you're talking about states that already have been charged for biased cases, regardless of what the case is.
Miss Hold on 1 second, Mr. Research, real quick. Hood Mystic, I don't know if you wanted to talk about this specifically. You want Mr. Yeah, you can say something. Do you want? Is it okay if Mr. Research jumps in on this? Did you want to talk about this specifically?
I was just talking about the topic of marriage, but
okay,
so y'all could go off though. I'm here.
Okay, all right, no doubt. Mr. Research, then Sis, go ahead.
All right, appreciate it. Let me throw an uppercut in here. Opinions are feelings. So when a person is proud that they got opinions, let it be known that you're proud that you're talking about feelings. You're not talking about data. You're not having an educated conversation. So respectfully, when you introduce this, Ms. Rowe, you're introducing it in a way.
Okay. Real quick. I just remember something, V-Ben. Real quick. So did you hear this brother say, you heard what he said coming through the door, right?
Yep.
He said, facts.
Opinions are feelings.
And he said, you're not introducing any facts or data. I'm gonna get this mother. Hold on. I'm glad I didn't end it because I forgot about this. Hold on.
That you're suggesting is valid for the lived experience of these court cases. And that's not true.
I'll say this again. I'm gonna clarify
Miss Rowe, just give me 30 seconds.
Very slowly for you. Okay, I never said it was an.
Bro, you said.
I don't want him misquoting me. I never said it was
we can't because we recapped it a few times. So
well, he needs to listen because nobody.
All right, let him. I'm listening. Let me listen more closely because I think I do a better.
The brother that not the one that's talking, but the one with the hat on in the shadows. His screen name is Mr. Research. His name is Mr. Research.
Job of seeing what's what and if they're actually saying what it is that you said. Mr. Research, go ahead, state what you were saying real quick.
All right. So it isn't about what you said. It's the fact you introduced it at all. Let me make that clear. It's not about the substance of what you said. So there are 8 books in family law. Did anybody on stage know that? So there are 4 books for unmarried people, and there's 4 books for married people. Respectfully,
he's fucking lying. I don't know what the hell he talking about. Don't nobody what the hell he talking about. There's 4 books for 8 books, 4 books for married people, 4 books for no. There. What books are you talking about, Mr. Research? What the hell are you talking about?
For you even suggesting the context. It's kind of like you got to read up on how and why these things happen. And I'm going to land by saying this. 1985, Ronald Reagan changed the laws.
I'm stopping his ass right there, Reban. Reban asked me why am I stopping him right there?
Because he's wrong, but keep going.
No, I said ask me why he's.
Why is he wrong?
No. So ask me why am I stopping?
Well, why did you stop?
Right. I'm stopping him because his name is Mr. Research.
But he ain't dropped no citation.
He says his name is Mr. Research. And then he said, you got to come in with facts and data, right? So that implies, based on his name, based on his opening statement, that he's going to come in with actual factual information, correct?
I was waiting for it.
Okay. The first thing out of his mouth was inaccurate.
Yep. And she did come in with facts.
First of all, for those of you who do not know, rule number 1, U.S. government 101. The fucking president of the United States do not make laws.
Doesn't make laws.
I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king and I will never knew. Plotting for my phone, you getting head for 3